after coming off an international window and injury for yourself, how good does it feel to get that goal?
Yeah, it feels really good. I think as a player, we'd all agree we put so much work into this, so it's nice to get a goal for that hard work.
And there's been moments throughout the season where it seems like the intensity and just a different gear for the team just kicks in. What are the keys for those moments so far, and especially today where it seems like in that second half, there's a moment where clearly there was an uptick in energy, and what does that do to coming out right out of the gate?
Yeah, I think that we need to put the game away in those moments, really work on our finishing, punishing teams when we have momentum. And I think we also need to come out the start of the game with that momentum. I think oftentimes, second half, we see that a little more. I think if we can start the game like that, and like I said, put teams away, I think that that's something we can build on.
Anybody else in the back? Yeah, Evan, go ahead.
Can you talk a little bit, Kristen, about the difficulties of defending in that first half, especially with a player like Barbara Branda coming at you?
Yeah, I mean, we prepared all week for Barbara. We know her strength. She's not only got insane speed, but she's really technical and good on the ball. I thought our center backs actually did a really good job of dealing with her. Just one stepping and one having maybe a couple more steps to cover. But I thought, second half we did a good job too with the people who came in. So I thought overall our back line did pretty well.
Johnny?
The team had a lot of shots. How did it feel to finally get the goal?
Yeah, it felt good. It felt like a kind of a team goal. Just kind of like you said, we were pounding on their back line, and I think to just get that equalizer was good for us. And next step is just keep going. Don't let them off the hook. But yeah, it was good to get that goal.
You got the deflection off the goalkeeper and yourself in position.
Yeah, I think just being in the box, anything can happen. So taking your shots, keeping it on frame, and it can go in anyway. So just take your shots.
When you're getting that many shots, but they're not finding the mark, is it one of those you just kind of have to keep shooting? Because eventually the proverbial worm will turn and all will start going in, you'll start scoring in bunches?
Yeah, I think that there's an element of that. I think also just maybe taking a breath as a team, and we had that momentum, but I think sometimes maybe a better pass is on to get a better shot. So I think that just comes with playing into the game the second half. But I think as a team we need to just kind of put our chances away a little bit better.
By now you are out of the playoff positions. There is any kind of pressure in the team about that?
I think we don't focus too much on that, especially right now in the season. We're focused on our growth as a team and taking what we learned this game into the next game and just continuing to grow. This league is a competitive one, so week in and week out it can change. And we have a 3-week game ahead of us, so we're focused on that right now.
Yeah, Tom?
What led to your dominance of possession? You guys had the ball a lot more than they did. What made that happen?
I think we made a couple slight adjustments in the second half, but I also think sometimes we don't realize we have more time than we think we have. So I think at halftime we were like, we just need to everyone take a breath on the ball and try and get those quick combinations. And I thought second half we came out a lot better, and we had a lot of joy on the wings. And I think it's just recognizing having those triangles around us and just exploiting them.
It's been a tough couple of weeks, to say the least, against some good opponents. As far as the run of form, do you really look at these games as far as the other team being very well prepared for a San Diego wave attack and then having to adjust? Or do you also, is it a 50-50 where it's the inability to really execute the way that the team really wants to perform that way?
I thought we played well, so I'm not sure on your question. I thought we played excellent. I think it's final third where we're probably not executing where we need to be. I thought we had good moments, we got into good spaces, and it was either a touch or decision or final action that let us down. I think they've had transition moments tonight, really. That's all they had, and obviously they're effective in those moments and disappointed to concede from our corner. But I thought we were the better team tonight.
What can you say about Maria Sanchez in her play? Do you expect more from her?
I think she's still integrating into the team. She's obviously just come back off national team camp as well, so I think it's a big ask when you've been away, you don't necessarily know what the team's worked on. I think obviously she's very technical, she's a good player. I think when she can get the ball and deliver and go 1v1, I think we can get her in more situations like that. And then I think she'll be very effective for us.
But can we say that this is the strikers that you want this formation? With Jaden, Alex, and Maria?
Things will adapt week to week based on who we're playing against.
Casey, it's one of the first weeks that injury report was empty. Can you talk a little bit about what that means to have the full squad available for selection?
They're headaches I want. They're the decisions I want to be making. I want everybody available. I thought having Makenzy back tonight was huge. Her assists and goals in terms of stats has been really good this season. So having her as a goal threat, you need a goal threat. I think having her back was huge, and she come on and made a big impact for us. And having the availability allows me to make decisions based on the opponent. I think having that consistency in the team is important in terms of performances. I said to them tonight, I thought we played very well against Angel City. We didn't score goals. We've built on that performance tonight. We did score, but we can score more. And we're so good at building the play now. It's about how we can decision-making, execution, speed of play in the final third. I think that's the next bit for us.
From a coach's perspective, when you got this revolving door, be it injury or international breaks, how hard is it for you to kind of get everyone on that same page and keep them there and find that foundation and build from one spot?
I think considering we had probably a 45-minute session to prep the entire team for today, which I don't agree with, by the way. I don't think you should have a Friday night game when you've had an international window that finishes on Tuesday. In terms of player welfare, flying back across Europe, it shouldn't happen. It doesn't happen in the Premier League in England. So what happens in the NWSL, I don't know. I think that's something we need to look at. But at the same time, 45 minutes prep and to be able to go out and perform like that, I have to be really pleased with the team because I thought they executed really well. I thought we got better in the second half. It took us a little while to kind of look at how we could positionally be a bit more disciplined to switch the play and change the point and get people in. We still created positive moments in the first half. We just needed to play more tempo and more intensity. I thought second half we were much better at that. So it's not easy is my answer, in all honesty, in terms of injuries. Having a 45-minute session basically in the classroom, to be honest, before the day before a game. Not ideal, but that's what you have when you sign internationals. You know that they're going to go away. I just think we can probably schedule games slightly better for the players, that's all.
And I guess the other side of that, the positive, is to be able to bring in a couple of World Cup veterans in the 65th minute, the depth of the club that you have. I assume that as you guys also to grow together, that's a big advantage for you.
Massive. I think it gives us the opportunity. You're never looking at your bench and thinking who. You're thinking, right, what player can I put into the game that's going to make an impact? Who is it right now? And we have a luxury in that way in terms of bringing. I thought Kira had a good impact. I thought Soph had a good impact. I thought Makenzy coming on at half-time had a good impact. And then Em coming into the game with the amount of experience she's got in those key moments. I think that was, critical for us today.
Coach, given the opponents, the run of form they were in, would you qualify the result as a positive one?
I would have preferred to win. I thought we were a better team. I thought we could have won the game. So, yeah, but it's a performance I'm concentrating on right now. We want to make sure that we pick up more points. We want to win more games, but we were a better side out there tonight. Obviously, they've travelled as well. They've had international plus travel, so that's tough for them. Arguably, probably not their strongest squad they could have put out. So, there's some realism there. But I thought what we did against the opponent at times was excellent. It's just, like I said, we've got to turn draws into wins now.
Johnny?
You had a lot of shots that were blocked and then you saved by a goalkeeper. What was your reaction to when you finally scored?
I think I went down on my knees, to be honest. It was a relief. because I think we had 19 shots, but only 6 on target. You know, I think they had 9 and had 6. We had 19 and 5 on target, and they had 9 and 6 on, so they had more on target than us. So I think it's about possibly taking the shots quicker, making the right decisions, maybe moving the ball a little bit more, connecting a few more passes in the final third to get the right opportunity to shoot. So when the goal went in, I was pleased. I felt we were worthy of the goal, though. I thought we deserved the goal and we earned it. So yeah, and I thought we could have possibly gone on and tried to win the game then.
And Caitlin,
Oh, yeah, one more time.
Caitlin shared his stated her 500th goal in the regular season. What does she bring to this team?
Everything. I think if you've got a world-class goalkeeper, I think it spreads through the team in terms of confidence. You know that when they're in the final third, she's going to make saves, she's going to come up big, she's going to have presence, and I thought she was excellent again tonight. She made key moments where it stuck in her hands, and I thought she made an excellent save in the second half and in big moments. I thought we defended well to make sure that they were only wide angle shots rather than letting them come back in central, but she's a world-class goalkeeper, so we're, like I say every week, we're lucky to have her in our team.
Last one, Tom.
You mentioned the team is improving so much at building up and so for the final third. What's enabled you to build up so much better than earlier?
I think we've had a shift in our game model and the way we play, and having confidence to play through, and playing 2 higher 10s sometimes gives our 6 more space. Our fullbacks have been tidy on the ball. So I think we've had different ways of breaking that first line. I think we could have been better at that in the first half in terms of movement and speed of play. I thought second half we were excellent.